Hello all, I come in peace. It's Dionne. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this practice. We have a yoga detox. So we'll be using stronger poses throughout this sequencing to invite heat within the body to purify and cleanse, releasing toxins and any built up energy. This will also improve blood circulation as well as your digestion. So as always, if you found this video to be beneficial for you in any way, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's get started. So right away, let's begin by coming into a child's pose or balasana. Take your time here. We'll bring the big toes to the touch and the knees nice and wide. Send the hips back on top of the heels. Extend the hands forward as you gently bow the head all the way down to earth. Coming into extended child's pose here, we'll just take a few breaths. Take a moment, notice how you feel, find your center, find your ground. Breathing deep into the belly, nice full body breaths. When you're ready, inhale, big breath in. And exhale, release. Again, inhale, breathe it in. And exhale, release. Let's do one more, breathe it in. And exhale, release. When you're ready, we'll slowly press our way up out of our child's pose. Let's lift the hips, come into a tabletop. Knees in line with the hips, wrist in line with the shoulders. Take a moment here to check your alignment. Nice flat back. Use an inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Use your exhale, round it through chin to chest. So working through some cat-cows here. Move with your breath. And take your time. So remember, this is your practice. You know your body best. Listen to what you might need today, and that varies day by day. So what works for you, tomorrow may not work for you today. We're constantly changing. Every time we show up on the mat, we're different than we were the day before. It's all a part of the journey. I'm only a guide for you, here to encourage you to just move with your breath. Whatever that looks or feels like for you. When you're ready, we'll find a nice neutral spine, nice flat back. Let's curl the toes under, walk the palms forward, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So coming into the first downward dog of the practice, go ahead and paddle the feet, walk it out. And just take a few breaths here. Generous bend in the knees, drawing the crown of the head down towards the earth. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. You can have a nice wide stance with the feet for stability. From our downward facing dog, let's use an inhale to look forward. Exhale, top of the yoga mat, feet together. Inhale, lifts halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow and fold. Let's plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, float it onto the belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale to bow. Let's press it back up to our plank pose and send it back to downward facing dog. Awesome job, everybody. Great work. Let's use an inhale to look forward. Exhale, top of the yoga mat, feet together. Inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Root to rise, bring it up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow and release. Plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. You have the option here, full plank, or if you want to drop the knees down, half plank, you can. Inhale, exhale, float it onto the belly. Hands in line with the rib cage. Inhale for cobra. Exhale to bow. Let's press it back to plank or half plank. Send it back, downward facing dog. And a few breaths here. Let's use an inhale, look forward. Exhale, top of the yoga mat, feet together. Inhale, lifts halfway. Exhale, bow, fold, and soften. Now from here, let's sit the hips back, fingertips forward, chair pose. Breathing deep into the belly here, arms ideally are in line with the ears. Generous bend in the knees like you're really sitting back into a chair. Let's find an open twist to the right. Left hand reaches forward, right hand extends back into space. You might take your gaze past the right fingertips if you're able. Inhale, exhale back through center, open twist to the left. Taking your gaze past the left shoulder if you can, the left fingertips if not, you can keep your gaze straight ahead. Let's inhale, big breath in. Exhale, back through center, chair pose. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's fold. A few breaths here. When you're ready, inhale, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Let's plant the palms, step it back, plank pose, and flow. Move with your breath. You can take a belly to cobra, or go straight to downward dog. Send the hips high, up and back when you're ready. Awesome job, everybody. Great work. Let's use an inhale to look forward. This time, step or hop to the top of the yoga mat. Inhale, lifts halfway. Exhale, bow and release. Let's plant the palms, left foot steps back. Inhale to rise, warrior 1. So we're keeping a generous bend in the front right knee here. Ideally, your hips are in line with this front edge of the yoga mat, finding an internal rotation. Breathing deep into the belly here, nice full body breaths. Inhale, big breath in, use your exhale. Interlace the fingertips behind the back and pull the knuckles down. We'll take a big breath in. Take it further, find a humble warrior. On your exhale, we gently bow the head down to earth. So it's important to remember your breath here and remember to breathe. Inhale, big breath in. Use your exhale, slowly break the pose. Arms up, warrior 1. And float it down. Plant the palms, step it back. It's your choice. You can take a belly to cobra or send it straight to downward dog. Move with your breath and take your time. Using an inhale, look forward, exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, lifts halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Let's plant the palms, right foot steps back. Inhale, warrior 1. So our back right foot is about 45 degrees. The right toes are pointed towards the front right corner of the yoga mat. Generous bend in the left knee. And remember your breath here. Let's take a big breath in. Use your exhale, find your bind. Pull the fingertips down and we open and lift through the heart space. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale to bow for your humble warrior. So if this is more intense in the shoulders for you, you can always keep the knuckles close to the tailbone. Remember your breath. Inhale, exhale, break the pose. We rise. Warrior one. Let's release, plant the palms, step it back, plank pose, and flow. Move with your breath. Take it to downward dog when you're ready. Use an inhale to look forward, exhale, top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, lifts halfway. Exhale, bow and release. Root to rise, bring it all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we bow and release. From here, let's sit the hips back, fingertips forward, chair pose. This time, let's bring the hands to prayer, heart center. We'll twist right elbow towards the left knee. So working to keep the thumbs in line with the sternum as you twist. Generous bend in the knees. Let's release back through center. Inhale, exhale, twist. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale, exhale, back through center, chair pose. We're here for 3, for 2, and on the 1, let's fold a few breaths. When you're ready, plant the palms, step it back, plank pose, and flow. From our downward facing dog, let's take a deep breath in, and exhale, release. Let's slowly drop the knees down, child's pose or balasana. A few breaths here. So coming into your child's pose, just take a moment to find your center, find your ground. Notice your breath. We'll give our child's pose just 3 more rounds of breath. 3 deep inhales in, and 3 long exhales out. When you're ready, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, we'll slowly release, come out of your child's pose. Let's send it back to downward facing dog, hips high, up and back. When you're ready, inhale, looks forward. Exhale, top of the yoga mat, feet together. Inhale, lifts you halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. From here, we'll plant the palms, left foot steps back. Inhale, warrior one. From warrior one, let's shift, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior, right hand reaches back. Exhale, extended side angle. The right elbow can come to rest on top of the right thigh. Left hand reaches forward. Take your gaze to follow the left palm. For some, you might bring that right hand down to your yoga block. Or you might bring that right hand all the way down to earth. Inhale, big breath in. Use your exhale, release, left hand to the mat. Inhale, open twist, right hand to sky. And release. Plant the palms, step it back, plank pose, and flow. Take your belly to cobra, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Using an inhale, look forward, exhale, top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lifts halfway. Exhale, bow, release. Plant the palms, right foot steps back. Inhale, warrior one. From warrior one, we shift to warrior two. So generous bend in the front left knee here. Inhale, peaceful warrior, left hand reaches back into space. Use your exhale, extended side angle. Let's cartwheel it down, right hand to the mat. Inhale, open twist, left hand reaches up. Exhale, release. We step it back, find your plank, and move with your breath. Using an inhale, look forward. Exhale, top of the yoga mat, feet together. Inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, bow, fold, and soften. Now from here, let's sit the hips back, chair pose. Bring the hands to prayer. Let's twist right elbow to the outer left knee. So here in our chair pose twist, we're grounding through that left foot. We'll begin to peel the right heel off the yoga mat, coming only on the right toes. And we'll begin to take some steps back until we come into a twisted high lunge. Remember your breath here, remember to breathe. Inhale, big breath in. Use your exhale, step the feet together, twisted chair pose. Let's move back through center. Inhale, exhale to twist. Left elbow to the right thigh. So we're grounding through that right foot. Begin to pick up the left heel off the yoga mat, coming onto the left toes. And we'll slowly take some steps back until we find a twisted high lunge. If you need to, you can always drop the back knee down, and this will make the twist a little bit easier for you. When you're ready, we'll take a big breath in, use your exhale, step the feet together, twisted chair. Let's come back through center. We're here in chair pose for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's fold. A few breaths. Use your inhale, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, bow, fold, and soften. Let's plant the palms, step it back, plank pose, and flow. Move with your breath. Send it to downward dog. From downward dog, let's drop the knees. Let's swing the feet around, find a seat. So we're setting up for boat pose. Okay, staying lifted in the heart space, knees are bent, feet are on the yoga mat, and we'll slowly kind of shift our weight back to rest on the sits bones. Finding this balance, we'll flip the palms to face up and open. Okay, and when you're ready, we'll lift the toes for our boat pose. Breathing deep into the belly. So we're really tapping into that core center of strength and stability. Remember your breath here. We'll hold our boat pose for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On the 1, let's hug the knees into chest. Awesome job. Let's make our way down onto our backs. Keep the feet on the yoga mat. Let's set up for bridge pose. When you're ready, inhale, lift the hips. Breathing deep into the belly here. Inhale, big breath in. Use your exhale, drop the hips down to earth. Let's hug the knees into chest. Okay. Keep the knees hugged into chest. We'll interlace the fingertips and allow the head to rest in your palms here. So like the base of the skull is resting back into the palms. Elbows are bent. Okay. We're really tucking the tailbone under. And we'll slightly raise the head here. When you're ready, right elbow to left knee. Finding some bicycles, we'll come back through center, left elbow to right knee. Back through center. So go ahead and take this at your own pace. I'll encourage you to really slow it down here. It's all about your form, not so much the speed. We're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and on the 1, let's pull the knees into chest. Release the feet down to the yoga mat. Bring the feet nice and wide. Let's windshield wiper the knees. From here, we'll hug the knees back into chest. Keep the right knee hugged in, a left leg extends forward. Inhale, use your exhale, supine twist. Good work today, everybody. Great job showing up for yourselves and giving yourself this time and space to simply be. To be with your body, to be with yourself, to be with your yoga mat. Let's release back through center and switch. Pull the left knee in. Inhale, big breath in. Use your exhale. Find your twist. When you're ready, we'll release back through center. Let's extend the legs here. Take a moment in Shavasana. Extend through the arms and just allow your body to be heavy. Take a moment to let it all in. Breathing deep into the belly. Finding your center, finding your ground. When you're ready, from here we'll roll over onto our left side and pull the knees into chest. Take a moment here in fetal position. Take a moment to self-soothe. Coming on to our left side is the side of yin. It's the feminine. It's dark, it's slow, it's cold, it's restorative, and it's all about being open to receive, to feel. When you're ready, we'll slowly make our way up from our fetal position. Let's come into Sukha Asana, easy seat. Sitting up nice and tall. If it feels comfortable for you, you might gently close the eyes here. Let's use an inhale, reach the fingertips all the way up. And hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Press the thumbs against your sternum here. Really feel your heartbeat. We'll take a deep breath in. and exhale. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. And until we meet again, namaste.